We have Ramamurthy from Bengaluru who's called in. How can we help you?
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Ramamurthy.
Ram from Bangalore, I have invested in a luxury row villa as an investment option, about 3,000 square foot. There are 56 villas. It's almost ready. In December, I am likely to get the possession. Landscaping is on. I just wanted to know what would be the likely secondary market value, because I had invested about 18 months back, and also the rental demand on this area. It's about 4.2 kilometers from Infosys, and from Silk Board it is about 7 kilometers.
Okay. Okay, what is the specific area that you said, the locality? You said it is...
Locality is on the Hosur Road, main road, slightly on the, before the bridge, before the Infosys flyover. It's about 4 kilometers from the Silk Board.
Right. Ram, I think Arvind has already zeroed in on exactly where your property is located. What do you say, Arvind, and especially for buyers like Ram, who are about to get possession of their homes that they've invested in?
Yes.
Will demonetization really affect it? How will it impact?
Well, the earlier wisdom still continues. You've made an investment, you are about to get possession. So there is, I don't think there is any way to start thinking if your decision is right or not. It's absolutely a right decision. Go ahead and take the possession. As far as the secondary market is concerned, I think there were two parts in the question. What about the secondary markets and what about the rental possibilities?
Right.
So secondary market for your property, I don't know how it impacts you, because if you're going to use it, you shouldn't be worrying about it. But still, for the sake of theoretical knowledge, secondary markets for a property owner...
Arvind, it's an investment. He made that clear in his call earlier.
All right. So I think I missed that point. If it's an investment, obviously if it's an investment, you're looking at a rental yield. And rental yield across the market is about 2 to 3% as of now. In your kind of property, and that's a great location that you're in, you can expect somewhere between 3 to 4% even. One can always take a firm call after looking at the property, but that's the range that you should look at as rental yield. Now, in the secondary market, like I said, there will be a bit of pressure for the owner, not for the buyer. Buyers will probably be in a favorable position. So there will be a bit of pressure in about 3-4 months, going up to a year maybe. But I don't know how it impacts somebody like him, because I don't think he's going to sell it as of now. Rental is a good market. However, please remember, rental demand is very high for apartments rather than for independent houses or row houses. So you will have a very limited market where some people specifically in need of taking a row house are available. So you have a smaller market. Secondary sales wise, I don't think this is the best time for you. Just go ahead, take the possession, expect a rental yield of anywhere between 3 to 4%, and let it work for about 3 years or so, because that's a normal cycle. And then probably take a second assessment of what's happening with the property.
Right. So Ram, very clear instructions over there for you. Bad time to sell. Do not even think of selling the property at this point in time. You'll do better to wait it out, wait for at least 6 months to a year, and then look at selling. The other important thing that you need to remember is rentals. It's a good market for rentals. So do try and rent out your property. That should give you some kind of returns while you wait for the market to settle down, and then you can look at selling a property. And ideally, like we keep saying on Magic Bricks now, real estate is a long-term investment. It's best if you hold it for at least 5 years to get the best appreciation, to get the best possible returns from the home that you've bought. Arvind, before we move on, very quickly, 2 things from this particular question, One is luxury property.
Yeah.
Will luxury property become cheaper? Because that is typically where a lot of black money transactions take place.
Yeah. And the straight answer is yes. I think the luxury property will become definitely more viable. On the contrary, affordable segment should remain greatly unaffected. But the higher you go in terms of ticket sizes, the better the deals might become.
So how better could the deals become? When you're saying that it will become more viable, what is viable?
Well, like I said earlier, expect a general across the board impact of about 15-16% or so in the next half a year, around that much time. And then we will have to take a call from there, because there are other things which are going to come which will have a further impact. So there is RERA which is going to come in, it will restrict the supply. There is Benami Transactions Act that will come up, which may again restrict certain buyers from the market. So many other things will take place. Take one thing at a time, which is evident right now. And about 15-16% is what looks quite feasible at this stage.
Okay, 15 to 16%, that is how much you can expect rates to actually come down in the luxury market. And very quickly, Arvind, before I ask you the next question, what is luxury? Let's just look at the big markets. Let's look at Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, and Pune. What is luxury over here?
Well, luxury means different things in different places. So in Mumbai, 1.5 crore or 2 crores doesn't sound luxury at all these days. So unless you're going 5 crore plus, you don't really count it in the luxury segment. But in smaller towns, you could very well count 2.5 crores as a luxury apartment. There is a way to define affordability and luxury. 6 times or 5 times the annual income of a mean population is what is affordable. Anything that goes beyond that or multiple of that starts counting as luxury, super luxury, etc., etc.
It's a whole lot of math you need to do over there.
Yeah.
But what you just need to remember is anything over 2 crores is inchy closer to luxury. Can we say that? Not in Mumbai, in the rest of the markets. 2.5 crores is luxury.
Yeah, as soon as you start crossing.
So that is where you're going to see rates come down by 15 to 16%. What about the premium and the mid-income segment, which is where most of us are looking to buy our homes? The 1 crore, the 1.5 crores, the 2 crores.
Yes.
Sorry, the 1 crore and the 1.5 crore.
Yeah, I understand.
Where do you see rates going over?
Well, definitely there is an impact as well. I would say the impact could be lesser, because in these transactions, the amount of black component even today is not more than about 30-35 lakhs. But in very large segments, the black component is significantly high. So in these cases, the impact could be much lesser. I mean, and when I say much lesser, you'll obviously want to know what number I'm talking about. So I would say anywhere between 5 to 10% is what you could expect. But the higher you go in terms of ticket sizes, the greater the impact could be.
So if you're a salaried professional and you're buying a home on a home loan and you're buying a mid-income home or a premium home, then you can expect rates to come off by around 5 to 10%, but you'll have to wait at least 4 to 6 months for that?
Yeah, that's what we said earlier as well.
You can watch live TV on our website, mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.